in Maine. Why must I chase the cat?
Good evening and welcome to Posse Presents. Trying to get myself organized here tonight, and some nights it's more of a struggle than others. But here we are now, and I'd like to start the night with a few shout outs, if I may. Yesterday there were a couple of birthdays of note to me. My godson Michael turned 20. I don't know where the time went. Clearly I remember the day he was born. He's a handsome young man doing some good things with the local firehouse, working, got his own car, making his way in life. And, you know, I'm very proud of him and his sister, whose birthday is later this month, but then it'll be her turn. Anyway, happy birthday, Michael, and I love you. Next up, somebody that there are cool people that come in and out of your life, and fortunately you can stay in contact, but this guy's just got to be one of the coolest people I have ever had the fortune to meet. My friend Todd, whose birthday was yesterday. He's another firefighter. He's a wonderful family man. He's a great friend. He's one of the funniest people that you could ever want to hang around. And he's just amazing, and I'll always be blessed that I got to meet him and work with him, and we've stayed in touch. So happy birthday, Todd. And today is one of my loves from Bikers Against Animal Cruelty, her birthday, Amy, who is another absolutely amazing individual, as are all my friends at Bikers Against Animal Cruelty, but you know, I'm just a little partial there. Anyway, Amy, happy birthday to you. She's just, I don't know, I can't love a bunch of people more than I love all of them, and she is one of my special loves. So happy birthday, Amy. And also on the Bikers Against Animal Cruelty theme, Les, who has been on the show before, and at their most recent appearance on Posse Presents, he was here in the audience. He didn't come on the air. Les and his lovely wife, Luann, are celebrating their anniversary today. So happy anniversary to you two kids. So yeah, sure, I'm just getting myself all messed up. It's live TV, folks. Anyway, another shout out to a wonderful lady that I met at a gathering this week. Her name is Doreen Miller. And, you know, we got to talking, and she, you know, Desmond's Army came up, and we were talking about that, and I happened to, you know, ask her, hey, did you happen to see Robin when she was on the show a few weeks ago? She said, oh my God, that was you? And I'm like, yeah, that was me. So we got to talking, and, you know, it's really cool for me to meet people who actually have seen the show, who watch the show. The night Robin was on was the first time that she saw it, and I remember she posted on a thread where I shared the YouTube link, or somebody shared the YouTube link, that, you know, she'd never known Desmond's story, and by watching the show she did learn it. So, you know, it's a win-win-win-win, because I love to get to meet the people who watch. I love to be able to reach the audience and share knowledge, educate, know that I've touched someone's life in a positive way. You know, obviously Desmond's story itself is sad, but the ripples that are happening because of what happened to him are bringing people together. They're, you know, making positive changes. And now what's really cool is I've been writing about Desmond and Desmond's Law and Desmond's Army since the beginning, and it's been picked up by a national news publication. So it's definitely making waves, and it's getting somewhere, and that's really awesome. But I'm getting kind of like off the track. I just wanted to give a shout out to Doreen. It was really nice to meet you. Thank you for watching. I know she messaged me tonight. What time is that again? I want to make sure I record it. So here's your shout out. If you're not watching it now, you'll have something to look forward to when you do watch it. Anyway, on to the rest of the show. Leila, if we can get her picture up, is a beautiful girl. Zach, where are you? Thank you. Stay with me. Leila is in a bind. She's not aggressive, but she is very timid and anxious around other pets. She needs to be in a laid-back, calm environment as the only pet. Her family loves her, but they know that theirs just isn't the right situation for her. You know, she's not going to thrive, and it not only isn't fair to her, she deserves more out of life than what they can give her. So Leila, beautiful girl that she is about 35 to 40 pounds. She's spayed. She's current on her vaccinations. And if you're interested or know someone who might be, please reach out and text Ken at 603-852-6967. Once again, that's 603-852-6967. And all of the dogs that you will see tonight, including Leila, are posted on the Pound Posse Presents Facebook page. So, you know, you can go back and share it with somebody if, you know, you think someone might be interested in the dog. You know, Facebook does a lot of good things. It does a lot of bad things too, but we're focused on the positive for our purposes right now. You know, if you share stuff, someone might see it and could be like the perfect home, and that's what it's all about. So anyway, once again, if you're interested in Leila, contact Ken at 603-852-6967. Next up, we have Dozer. And Dozer is a dog that my friend Jasmine, there's a few of them in a row here, that Jasmine brought to my attention earlier this week. And I told her, get me their information and I will absolutely air them. And that goes for anybody out there who's got a dog that they want to give a little more attention to. If I can do it, I'm more than happy. Dozer has been with the Winstead Animal Control since December, which is an awful long time for an animal to be impounded and without a home. He's about 3 years old. He's neutered. He's up to date on his rabies vaccination. He's been in obedience training and needs someone who will keep up with that. He's active and strong, so kids over 13, if you've got kids, would be best. He's a goofy love and a good boy who really deserves a home. You know, a lot of these dogs have this pent-up energy because they're not in a home, and they're not, even though they get doted on and exercised and cared for by any shelter staff, it's not the same. They have pent-up energy, and, you know, they need to settle in and be just in a routine, and they calm down. So, you know, I'm sure a dog like Dozer, if you go to visit him, is going to seem like he's way too much, and he's not. But, you know, like I said, he's been in training, and he needs someone to keep up on that. He's doing very well with it. A lot of these dogs don't get solid foundations of training and boundaries wherever they come from. So unfortunately, they end up in a shelter and looked over, overlooked, passed up, passed over, because they just don't present as being, you know, the right match. But you got to give sometimes a dog a chance. And, you know, with a dog that, like Dozer, who's been in training, keep up on it, and they make such amazing family members. It's all a matter of giving them a chance. So anyway, if you are interested in Dozer, call the Winchester Animal Control at 860-379-2721. Once again, that's 860-379-2721. Or you can call Harwinton Animal Control at 860-806-8743. Once again, that's 860-806-8743. And as far as Dozer is concerned, if you have other pets, you will absolutely have to bring yours down and do a meet and greet, just to make sure that they get along, because, you know, he's one of the few that, you know, you can say he doesn't necessarily have to be an only pet, which is a beautiful thing. You just have to make sure that, you know, it's a match, just like anything else. Next up, again, thanks to Jasmine, is Stella. And Stella is just the cutest little piggy, isn't she? She's at the Newtown Animal Control. She's a middle-aged beauty who is very calm and will cuddle for hours. I mean, that's, you know, dream dog, just chill out and cuddle on the couch. They're thinking that although she gets along with other dogs, Stella should probably be an only. This way she gets all the attention. She'd be best in a low-key environment. And if you are interested in Stella, you can call 203-426-9600. Once again, that's 203-426-9600. And, you know, these middle-aged, older dogs, they're just ready-made companions. You don't have all of the calming down and, you know, the puppy energy. That's really, there's a lot to be said for it. You know, puppies aren't for everyone, trust me. And, you know, people think, oh, you know, it's an old dog. She's middle-aged, she's not old. She's got a long time ahead of her and probably the best years of her life ready to give you and cuddle with you. And I just think she's a cute little piggy. Anyway, again, thanks to Jasmine, we've got Misty. Now, Misty is also in Newtown, and she's a three-legged, as you can see, Akita, and she's had some really tough luck. I don't know how it could get any worse for a dog. She's been at the shelter for over a year now, having been surrendered by her family after she was injured in an encounter with a wild animal. Those injuries and that encounter cost her a leg. Now, because she hadn't been current on her rabies vaccination, she was on an automatic 6-month quarantine. That's the law. If there are injuries of, you know, an unknown nature and an animal is not up to date on rabies, they have to go into quarantine, which it stinks, but, you know, if the animal is going to be in any way a carrier of rabies, it's no joke. So she went into her quarantine, and to make matters even worse, they discovered that she was pregnant. So here she is, all healed up. Her puppies have homes, and now it's her turn. So you can only imagine this poor dog has been through quite a bit in the last year or so. She needs someone familiar with the breed. She needs someone who wants an independent type of dog. She needs someone who will understand that, you know, she is going to take some time to warm up and create a bond and really get to be, for you to be her person. You know, she's really good with the shelter staff, and it's going to be a big transition for her after such a long time and all she's been through and how they've cared for her and nurtured her. It's going to be a big transition for her to be with someone else. Anyway, she has lived with cats and other Akitas, but she does feel threatened by other dogs at this point, largely because of her leg. You know, it is a hindrance for her in some ways. So a meet and greet is absolutely required if you have another dog. You know, you'll know fairly right away, I think, from what they said, whether it's good or not. You know, if you've got a dog that isn't trying to be in her space and is independent as well, probably be a good match. Anyway, she'd love to settle into a calm home with few to no stairs for obvious reasons. She likes to just hang out and be a dog, and if you have a key to experience, that's very crucial because they are their own kind of dog. Some dogs aren't for everybody, and Akitas are kind of that dog. They're just like pit bulls, like anything else. They have their own niche. If you are interested in Misty, you can call the Newtown Animal Control at 203-426-6900. And once again, 203-426-6900. Next up, we have Petey. And look at that face. Can you even stand it? Petey has spent most of his life without a real home. He's about 2 years old. He's full of energy and would definitely need someone with lots of love and patience to show him the ropes, living in a home situation for a change. And, just learning how to be a dog. He's neutered. He's up to date with his vaccinations. He'd be good as an only dog or with one who is very tolerant of a dog who hasn't experienced life and needs to learn boundaries. Petey may be a bit of a challenge, but the end result will be worth it because he's just a diamond in the rough, and he really deserves to finally be in a situation where he can learn how good life can really be. I can't say enough about, these poor dogs that get shuffled around and they're in and out of bad situations, and then they end up in boarding or in a kennel or in a shelter for more than half of their lives. There's so much that they miss out on. There's so much socializing. There's so much in the way of just life that passes them by. And, at 2 years old, it's like starting from scratch. He probably has really no idea of what it's like to be home anymore. It's wearing on him, of course, to be isolated and in a kennel and behind bars. It's sad. And you can see that in his face. He's gorgeous. He deserves to be with a family who is going to give him structure and teach him just how to be a dog. He has no idea. And again, because he's been isolated and not in a home environment, he needs someone who is going to be able to teach him boundaries and guide him. And there are so many dogs like Petey out there. Let's see if we can get Petey into a home. That would be really wonderful, and I know it would make my friend Sherry, who sent Petey over to me, very happy. If you are interested in Petey, you can email dakotalove@gmail.com. That's DAKODALOVE@gmail.com. And again, all of the dogs that you're seeing here tonight are up on the Pound Posse Presents Facebook page. So you can go back to them. You can share them with anybody who might be interested. And, let's try to get these dogs at home. Some of them are a little harder to place. I'll take the camera back, Zach. Some of them are a little harder to place for one reason or another, but all of them very deserving. And, it takes an army, it takes a village. So let's do that for them and get these dogs home. So now I'm going to talk about some events. Tomorrow was supposed to be the Pet Playhouse bike show, where the Meriden Humane Society was going to get part of the proceeds. They were going to have the bake sale table. There's going to be a breakout ride with the moose riders. It's going to be a really nice, fun day. However, because of some concerns about rain, the event has been postponed to June 25th. So that's in a couple of weekends from now. And hopefully everybody who was going to make it tomorrow will make it then. It's going to be a great day. There's all kinds of things that are going to happen. There's a ride going on at 11, so if you want to go for, the ride with all the people who are doing that, that starts at 11. There's going to be DJ, vendors, raffles, a beer and wine garden. That'll be at 1656 Meriden Waterbury Turnpike, which is exit 28 off of I-84, and that will run from 10 until 6, and that will be the first time I have a table at an event. It was all ready. Is that Zach making noise in there? I was all set and ready to set up for tomorrow, but now I've got some time, and I don't know. I said it before. I wonder, like, why am I setting up a table? And everybody's like, well, why aren't you setting up a table? So I'm setting up a table. Zach's laughing. It's just as easy as that. And I hope that some of these events that I'm at, you'll come over and say hi and let me see the faces on the other side of the camera. Because, like with Doreen, it's just really cool to be able to meet people. And, if you've got animals that you want to have me put up on the show, by all means, let's talk about it. If you want to come on the show, by all means, let's talk about it. A lot of people get nervous about coming on TV. Folks, this is just a room and me. And if you come on, it's a room, me, you, and a couch, not a chair. It's really very, very laid back, and I promise I guide you. It's more fun than it's not. So, don't be, and then plus you get to meet Zach and pick on him, and it's a beautiful thing, and he's in there making noises. I can hear him. It's fun. It really is. And, you may not, it's not a question of if you come on the show, it means, you're in any kind of bad way and you need the promotion. It's fun to do, and it goes on YouTube, and you can share it. And, whatever animals we talk about, whatever cause we talk about, it's there in perpetuity. And, how well it gets exposed also matters for how well you share it. So I'll just put that out there. Anyway, next event, and can we have the Jameson's Jubilee poster up, is next Sunday from noon until 4. Jameson's Jubilee will be held at the Elks Lodge in Ludlow, Massachusetts. Jameson's Treat Truck will be there, which you can see that picture, and we talked about that when Jameson was on the show a little ways back. There'll be vendors and music, a canine demo, a training demo, food, and more. And I can guarantee you that there are going to be some very fun celebrity-type dogs and people there. I'm probably going. I have plans to go, but, like everything else, plans get messed up. But right now, I'll say that, yes, I am going to be there, and I'm looking forward to seeing everybody again, because that's what it's all about. Alrighty, next up, on Saturday, July 15th, we have Huddy's Buddies Paw Jam featuring Taylor Lynn, and that is noon to 7 at the Country Acres Farm and Pet Center in Burnt Hills, New York. Now, there is so much going on at this. Hudson's dad, Rich, is posting constantly in this Facebook event with all the vendors and the rescues and the people who are going to be there, and it's really looking like it's going to be amazing. I can tell you that Juno will be there, Sweet Pea will be there, Little Oliver will be there, Hannah will be there, lots of really fun people and things to do, and entertainment by Loretta Lynn's granddaughter. The proceeds will help other animals in need of prosthetics, wheels, and medical devices. It will be rain or shine, and if anybody needs more information, you can email Hudson the Railroad Puppy at gmail.com. Once again, that's Hudson the Railroad Puppy gmail.com. And I will be attending that. Again, I have plans to. That's my birthday weekend, so I'm choosing to celebrate with friends. Next up, August 19th is the 10th annual Rally and Adoption event for Bikers Against Animal Cruelty. That will be from 1 to 6 at the North Haven Fairgrounds. There'll be a car and bike show, vendors, raffles, music, and lots of good people and fun. That's another one I think I'm going to try to table at. So please, if you're there, stop by and say hi. Going to try to get them to come on and talk about this between now and then, because I can. Now, going way out to September, we've got Bow Wow Bark in the Park, and that is going to be so awesome this year. It's September 2nd from 10 to 6 at Rockwell Park in Bristol. The proceeds will go to all of the attending rescues. There'll be raffles, an agility course, a pity march, celebrity dogs. That's again, we're going to have Juno and Little Oliver. Hudson the railroad puppy is coming. Sweet Pea is going to be there. Bikers Against Animal Cruelty. I will have a table. That one's already signed, sealed, and delivered. That will have radio station coverage, the contests like we had last year, the costume contest and the talent show. Juno and Sherry and Melanie and myself will be judges again this year, so that'll be loads of fun. There is still some room if you want to set up there, but not for long. You can email Alexandria at bowwowbarkinthepark@gmail.com. Once again, that's bowwowbarkinthepark@gmail.com. There should be 2 of those pictures, Zach. You can flip them back. Yep, there you go. Those are the posters that are circulating. There is the Facebook event, and that's all shared. All of these events are shared on the Pound Posse Presents Facebook page, so you can go back and check them out. It's time to say goodnight. See, I timed this so well tonight. Ooh, I'm going to say peace, love, and dogs. Until next week, thank you very much, and have a great rest of your weekend. Good night, everybody.